Greetings and welcome once again to another exciting episode of RoadTripja, the heartbeat of Jamaica's road. Today, our excursion will be taking us from the Albion gas station area, that is Albion Estate Community, all the way to Harbour View. On this journey, we'll be passing through the Bull Bay St. Thomas region and the Bull Bay St. Andrew region as we make our way to Harbour View. At this time, we're seeing different changes taking place on the road network. The infrastructure changes are evident. We are seeing where the first and last bar has been removed. We are seeing straight ahead where they are building a tunnel in the middle of the road so that they can lay their pipe and their support beams so that the road can traverse over this area. As we move further down, we are seeing where the road is currently being widened. However, this day, we will be moving on the opposite side as we take the journey back to where it all began. So instead of us customary driving on the right hand, we'll be driving on the left hand, which is closer in proximity towards the first and last bar or the remnants thereof. So now we're moving on that terrain, and you can see what is happening in the geography. It is indeed a beautiful day here on this day in February 15th, 2023, as we make our way. Yes, the road on this section is almost complete, not yet fully complete, but in time we will have it in a satisfactory state where we can all enjoy a 15-minute drive from Albion all the way to Harbour View. And I know that there will be someone who tries to reach Harbour View in 5 minutes. But for today, we're just going to try to see if we can reach Harbour View within 13 minutes plus or minus. Usually we'll head straight across, but now we're going on the other section which we were not allowed to drive on before. So now we're moving on to the right hand side, which has been completed to a great degree. So we can drive on this section while they work on the left hand section. And as you can see, the road terrain is relatively smooth. It is much better than the turbulent infrastructure that we had to traverse in the past. The road is a little bit moist at this time as we have been having infrequent drizzle and scattered showers. Now we're in the Grand Span geography, and this is a community that has been circumvented, and that community can be found further on your left hand. Yes, this community has been circumvented, but the community has not been forgotten. As we make our way past this truck, we will come upon the area from which those in the community can come to rejoin with this thoroughfare. And that is just a small opening to allow the interlocking of both sides and the interconnectivity. This seems to be temporary, but let us see what the end result is. So this is it on our left hand, and as we make our way, as we continue all the way to the end section of this Grand Span area, we will be pleased to know that they are working on the section which is almost completed. If you look straight ahead, you can see where the road that was below is now elevated. It's soon time for us to drive straight across. So this deep corner, this unusual corner here, will no longer be the case. We'll just drive straight across. So this concludes where this leg of the highway will be. This is a journey from Albion Estate all the way to the Grand Span community. This area in which we are traversing at this time will be circumvented And this is just to give you a good look at what the area still looks like, and you just can be aware that in the future it is less likely that the government will do any further work on this road network. Based on the design of the road infrastructure, this will be what it will be like for the near future until something tragic happens, because you know that we are more reactive stuff people than a proactive set of individuals. Don't mind the glare in the screen. You can understand that with the dust, the dirt, and the grime on our mirror, you can appreciate why we have some areas in which we have low visibility. But extend your forgiveness to us as we traverse. Yes, so we're at the top of this hill, which will be taking us down to the Albion Heights community. And that is where the next section of the road will end. If we look to our left, well, you may not be able to see, but if we look from our left, you can see all the way back to the Grand Spend community, the joining section. And this road will take us to the exit of that section from Grand Spend to the Albion Heights community. So as we move around, we can just get a glimpse of what is, what was, and have an idea as to what is to come. Yes, I hope that you're having a beautiful day, whatever time of day you're watching this, whether it is day, night, or evening. It is said that the evening and the morning were the first day, so whatever time it is, always day somewhere on this globe. So now we're making our descent, and we're going to be joining the section that would take us from the Grand Spend area to the Albion Heights community, which can be seen on our left hand, and we can see construction work being undertaken. And if we move on peruse to our right hand side, we can see where the road expansion will continue. So in a little while we'll be driving on that section as they continue to elevate and in some instances do some excavation. This is what it will look like. So you can just look in your mind eye and just visit our previous plans, which we had outlined and indicated about the road infrastructure, and see what comparison from where we were to where we are. Now we're going to be moving back again on another section that has been somewhat completed. And this leg is from the Albion Heights community, which will be taking us into the Mesca Garden community and all the way to the Bull Bay St. Andrew border. Yes. So we're actually here in Bull Bay St. Thomas at this time. So this area is actually Bull Bay, and it's Bull Bay St. Thomas. So we have two parishes in close proximity to each other. And if you were remembering, or you can recall, this area here did not exist as an area that we could have traversed only a few months ago. We were driving around where we see those light posts to come onto this area, and we'll be going over onto our left hand, extreme left, but that there is a thing of the past. So now we're on this thoroughfare, so we're getting a closer glimpse as to what it is that is actually happening for this developmental project. And indeed it is looking good, and we are truly grateful for all that has been taking place. The China Harbor Engineering Company has been doing a phenomenal job, and for that we have to give them their commendation. I know that many of you may have seen the work that has been taking place in the other subsections of this road network, and know that this area is one of the premier areas as it is moving with the greatest level of progress and efficiency. So now we're concluding this leg in the Masga Garden community as we make our way to the Bull Bay St. Andrew border, moving out of Bull Bay St. Thomas. What is going to happen from here? We're going to be driving straight across over to where we see the Suncoast Adventure Park used to be. That is where we should be driving, not around this section. This is the section that is here for now. However, that is not where we will be driving in the future. And then we will be taking that terrain all the way over to the extreme right where you see the precipice area. However, in the interim, what is being done is that a road network is being developed so as we can continue along this side where the excavation is currently taking place on the right as we make our way to Bull Bay St. Andrew, so as we can come out at this section while they complete the road work on the left hand. So now we're in Bull Bay St. Andrew and we're trying to make our way all the way down into closer to where the Bull Pass Bridge is. So at this time, we're just going to have a brief conversation as to what is taking place in Jamaica. A lot of strange things have been taking place in Jamaica. And at the end of this road, then we'll be getting back into the commentary.